All right, here we go. We got Brooklyn's finest in the building.
Yo.
Zab Judah, former champion in a bunch of different categories. Welterweight, junior welterweight, super welterweight, 44 wins, 30 by KO, which you don't really see in this weight range at all. 10 losses, 2 no contests. And someone who I've actually interviewed before I even launched VladTV. Back in like 2007.
Yeah.
We were at Justin's restaurant. I remember you had the yellow Lamborghini back then.
Yeah.
Well, man, listen. First of all, congrats on all your success since then.
I appreciate you.
You made many millions since that time.
Had a lot of fun, man.
A lot of fun supporting your family.
Yeah, definitely.
Congrats, man.
Appreciate it.
Well, we've done other interviews, but this is our first real sit down. Mm-hmm. So I want to get into your whole story. So you grew up in Brooklyn. Was it Brownsville?
Brownsville, Brooklyn, yeah.
Brownsville. That's where Mike Tyson came from.
Yeah, Mike Tyson, Riddick, Bowe. We got a known fact, me, Tyson, and Riddick, Bowe, is we got the only city or town in the world that have 3 undisputed champions in the same city.
Wow. That's saying a lot.
Mike Tyson, Riddick, Bowe, and Zab Judah. Undisputed. You know, that's one of, I mean, there's a lot of world champions in the world, but Undisputed is a very prestigious title because a lot of people don't do it. That means that there are different titles in every weight class. That means that you got all of the titles by yourself and nobody else got nothing.
Right. It's usually all 3 belts, right?
Right.
And for those that don't know, Brownsville, I say, is probably the roughest area in New York.
Some people say that.
Yeah. I remember driving through Brownsville. You don't really want to pull over and hang out. You just want to keep going.
That's not a pit stop.
It is definitely not a pit stop.
It's definitely a stop that you know somebody and you stop there. If you don't, keep going.
Yeah, I mean, MOP, I think, really gave the soundtrack to Brownsville and really illustrated the grit of that city. Yeah, well, congratulations on making it out of there.
Word up.
I'm sure a lot of your friends did not.
Yeah, a lot.
Well, your dad, Yoel Judah, am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah.
He's actually a 6-time kickboxing champion and a 7th degree black belt. So he was a bad motherfucker.
He's a 9th degree black belt.
9th degree, my bad.
Yeah, Shotokan Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
He ain't nothing to play with.
No, not at all. So you grew up in this type of kind of martial arts environment. What was that like seeing your dad early on, be into that?
It was dope. I actually had an epiphany one time when I was young. I was carrying my dad belts to the ring because he let us carry the belts to the ring, we was actually in Madison Square Garden and walking out to the ring. I was saying Judah, and I was like, but it felt like they was talking to me, and I was like, I got to the locker room, I told my dad, I thought, I felt like that was me. And he looked, we was young, so he was like, yeah, don't worry about it, keep working hard, kid, and one day it'll be you. And look at that, deja vu.
Well, you have 9 brothers and 2 sisters.
4 sisters.
4 sisters?
Yeah. 10 brothers and 4 sisters.
Wait, 10 brothers? Oh, I got
Pops
it all
added
wrong.
on to the family.
Oh, okay. my sources were definitely old.
Yeah.
10 brothers and
4
4
sisters.
sisters.
Yeah.
So you're the 15th sibling.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I'm actually the 4th.
Okay.
In line.
Okay. And your dad was a black Hebrew Israelite?
Yes.
So explain what that is exactly.
He's a black Hebrew. He's a black Jew. It's deep. Israelite. A Hebrew Israelite. Yes.
Because I'm Jewish myself.
Yeah.
And I've been to Israel a couple of times. And you see Ethiopians in Israel because I guess at one point they figured out the DNA and some Ethiopians matched the DNA for Judaism, so they opened up the
floodgates.
The floodgates to bring them in. Is that kind of connected to that, or is it something a little bit different?
No, yeah, it's somewhere in it. you know, I'm a Christian now. I was born and raised it, but you know, as time go on and life evolves, you learn different things. And my grandmother was a pastor in North Carolina, and she was Baptist. She was, you know, Southern, and I was baptized and Christian, and yeah.
Okay, but your dad was Jewish.
My dad was, yeah. I was born and raised Hebrew Israelite.
Okay, so you went to the synagogue and studied the Torah.
Yeah, we had our own camp. Yeah, we did all that. Shabbat, Yom Kippur, Passover. I wore my tassels. You know, Hanukkah.
Yeah,
I did everything, bro. You know, just when you got older, I just was I was older, younger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my grandmother made a transition when I was younger, and I just stuck by it.